Hello everyone, Vankata here from The Beauty of Metal. I created this channel to show you guys some of the most special, unique moments in the history of metal. I normally do reaction videos, but today I'll be doing a review of the concert by Judas Priest and Alice Cooper. Before I begin with that, if you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my awesome videos. And if you do enjoy this video, make sure that you also like and comment. Now, onto the topic. So guys, 2025 has been absolutely astonishing year. We're just over halfway through and there have been so many amazing concerts. Obviously, Back to the Beginning has been the top. It was one of the most monumental concerts in the history of rock and metal. And we had many more amazing concerts. We had Iron Maiden and Slayer with Amon Amarth. You have Hellstorm coming in, Sabaton, Till Lindemann is coming as well, and that's like all happening just in the UK. Like many amazing concerts. But the one concert that I feel is getting not enough attention, it is getting some attention but not enough attention, is actually the Cold Tour by Alice Cooper and Judas Priest. And I remember that initially when I saw tickets for Judas Priest, I was thinking, well, it would be nice to see them as I hadn't seen them before, but I had already had tickets for 3 different gigs. Right? I had ticket for Iron Maiden, I had ticket for Hellstorm that I just purchased just after seeing Hellstorm with Iron Maiden. I had tickets for Slayer as well, so I was like, do I need another ticket? I mean, I've spent so much money. But then I found out that it's not just Judas Priest, it's Alice Cooper as well. I'm like, God damn it, I haven't seen either of those bands, so I really need to see them. And I'm glad I did. And I did that last Friday at the O2 Arena. And boy oh boy, what concert that one was, guys. Like, honestly, it's, when I say that it's underrated, I do mean it, because both Alice Cooper and Judas Priest put up such an incredible performance. Now, let's start with Alice Cooper. So, I did know a little bit about the band. I knew some of their hit songs like Poison, Pair of Nails, but majority of their tour setlist was quite new to me. It wasn't something that I really knew that well. So when I found their setlist, I pretty much had to listen to it like every day for 2 weeks in advance, because like most of the songs were completely new to me. But then when I learned the songs, I didn't really know what to expect when I come for the concert. Like, is it just gonna be a show? Like, would I just be listening to music? That kind of thing. Little did I know what I was getting into. I mean, the show that Alice Cooper, the entire band, put out was spectacular. There were so many theatrical moments behind every song that Cooper performed. For example, in the Friday the 13th song, sorry, not the Friday the 13th song, but in the His Bag, you have like a Jason Voorhees character coming on stage and slashing a young woman. You also had, like, one of my favorite moments was actually during Hey Stupid, when a fake paparazzi comes on stage. He starts to take pictures of Nita Strauss. She's like trying to fight him off, but then she remembers she has a soul to do so she forgets about that, and so Alice Cooper has to step in and save the day by stabbing the paparazzi, and then the paparazzi gets taken off stage. But it's all done in such a funny, light-hearted, humorous way that I love it. There's so many more moments. I mean, he had the bout of Twilight Fry, I think it was, that you see Alice Cooper in a straitjacket because he's portraying a demented character that's been institutionalized in a mental hospital. I love it. Like, what I would say about Alice Cooper, firstly, it was so interesting, like just the theatrical elements, like every song, like, I was not bored for sure, like I was so entertained. I mean, during one of the final songs there were balloons going on, there was Johnny Depp coming on stage, they did a cover of Paranoid as well, which was like, it was so cool. I mean, everyone was wondering if Alice Cooper and Priest are gonna do any kind of tribute to Ozzy, because it was just a few days after he passed. And I'm glad that Alice Cooper did a cover of Paranoid. Like, it was such an incredible moment. But like overall, like I really loved that performance. Like Alice Cooper, the guy himself, I can't believe that he's 77 years old and being able to put up such amazing shows. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if I'm 77, like I'm hoping that I'm 77, and I'll be more than happy if I'm in the shape that Alice Cooper is, because he's putting up amazing shows every night, and it's incredible that he can still sing and quite well. And obviously, like, I had to comment about Nita Strauss as well, because she was one of the main factors as well why I bought the ticket, because I don't know, like I found about her like just a couple weeks before the concert. I was like, oh, she seems like such a cool character, always full of energy and doing like crazy solos and crazy wah sounds with her guitar. And I initially thought that she's not coming, but because I heard that she's doing her own tour, like with her own project, but then I found out that she's actually coming. Like, yes, thank God, like it's amazing. So Alice Cooper, like 10 out of 10. They really blew me out there. Like I was over the moon, especially when Poison came. I was like, I never thought that I would hear that song live, but when I did, I was like, I really love that little moment they had in the beginning of the song where they didn't straight play the song, but they really teased the opening guitar notes. Like it was like really to make sure that everyone knows that the song is coming. Like, oh my god, the song is coming, like the #1 song from Alice Cooper, the one that everyone knew at least. And yeah, I love Alice Cooper's performance, absolutely spectacular. Now, moving to Judas Priest. Firstly, the fact that they played War Pigs, which from what I know is not something that they started doing recently, but they've been doing for many years, you know, much before Ozzy died. But nevertheless, there was an incredible excitement from everyone when that song came, and everyone was just singing. It was so incredible. I was screaming on the top of my voice. I was looking for other people who were singing, trying to meet their eyes and sing together. It was, in a way, a beautiful tribute to Ozzy, even though Judas Priest have been using this song many times before. It was still a cool moment to have to celebrate Ozzy. And then Priest themselves, like, God, where do I even begin? Rob Halford. Guys, I can't believe the magnitude that this guy has with his voice at this age. Like, he's 73 and his screaming is still so precise, so chilling. I mean, I have seen videos from the past, from the 80s, where I would say that even then he couldn't hit some of the high notes of Painkiller or other songs like A Touch of Evil, as well as he did during that show. I was absolutely amazed. They started the act with August Blazing, which has a really high scream pitch at the opening of the song. I was like, just, this is so incredible. I don't know how he manages to have such an incredible voice. Like, guys, I do mean it. Because I know a lot of people when they say, oh, this singer sounds exactly the same as they did when they were 20 years old, or they sound even better, they have an age. I feel like there is a word false behind it. There's a word of like, you know, people do it just because of the likes and the comments. But I tell you, with complete honesty, Rob Halford's voice during that concert, I admire his ability, and I was really excited for A Touch of Evil. When the beginning riff began, I was like, oof, oh, that's currently my favorite song from Judas Priest. That's why it got me so excited. But seeing Halford nailing the scream during that song, during Painkiller, it was absolutely fascinating. amazing, guys. It's undescribable. It's a thing that you have to see live. And this is their last leg of the tour, but hopefully I would love it if Alice Cooper and Judas Priest do another tour like that. But I'll talk about that later on. There were many more incredible moments during Priest. The fact that they did actually pay a proper tribute to Ozzy Osbourne with the song Chance in the Sky, which, for those of you who don't know that song, this song was written, I believe it was written predominantly by Rob Halford, but don't quote me on that. This song was written by him for all the dear friends that he had, singer-wise, who were really close to him and who he lost, like Dio, Lemmy from Motorhead, and many other examples. Like many of the people on the montage that they had, I didn't really know. And initially they put the montage, the old montage that they've been using with Dio, Lemmy and the others. I was like, it would have been really nice to see Ozzy in there. And just a couple seconds later, there you have it, Ozzy, both young Ozzy, old Ozzy, and it was like, it's like, thank you. It's like, it was so beautifully played. I'm drifting a little bit into a different topic here, but all the tributes that have been going into Ozzy's name by all the bands, it really makes you feel how spectacular this genre of music is. How when you lose a giant like Ozzy or Dio beforehand, how the whole community unites and pay their respects. It's incredible. He is surely missed Ozzy because he was a character. He was in the founding band that created heavy metal. He had such an influence over music that it would be hard to feel, but it's also so heartwarming to see all the respects that have been paid to him, including by Priest and Alice Cooper. Wrapping all that back. One thing that I would say about Priest, which I wish it happened, and I'm not saying this in any kind of critique, because I am glad that I was able to see Priest, when Halford is at the age of 73. Like, that's absolute blessing that he's still able to sing. But what I wish happened during a Priest concert is that they played one of their classical ballads, like maybe Angel, maybe Diamonds and Rust, maybe Before the Dawn. And I don't say that in any form of critique, because I am still glad that I saw them, because they did put up an amazing performance. I say this more as a wish and almost as a missed opportunity, because Rob Halford is an amazing singer. I love his screaming. It's not too growly. It's very artistic. It gets you the chill out of your bone. I feel that, just in the regard of screaming, you could argue that Rob Halford is the best. But what I feel that he does legitimately better than any other singer in there is getting the emotions out of his heart, like with the ballads, with the songs that I just mentioned, Angel, Diamonds and Rust, because those are very deep felt songs that really make you shout, that really penetrates your heart like nothing else. I mean, okay, yeah, sure, we did have Chance in the Sky, which is amazing tribute to Ozzy and to the other legends, which is still very touching and emotional. But I do feel that the original classical ballads of Judas Priest are something that is unmatched by any other band. Like, there are a lot of bands that have amazing ballads, don't get me wrong, but I think that when it comes to ballads, Rob Halford is the number one. My opinion, maybe you guys disagree with me. Let me know what you think, if you have a different preference for ballad singer and bands. But honestly, for me, Rob Halford, he is the best in that regard. And to finish off with Judas Priest, it was amazing to see towards the end Glenn Thompson coming on stage for the final song, Living After Midnight, because because of his condition of Parkinson, he isn't really able to tour much, which is sad because he's one of the few founding members of Judas Priest still left with the band. But it was amazing to see him, and I must say that sound quality wise, Judas Priest were phenomenal, phenomenal. Again, I admire how they managed to pull it when Rob Halford is at 73, and I feel that that guy still has it in him for another couple of years, and I would love it if they do another tour. Now, why do I think that this concert is underrated? I mean, okay, they sold arena of maybe like 20,000 people, but I feel like, gosh, this concert almost flew under the radar for a lot of people because of all the rest that's been going on. Obviously, like, everyone was hyped for Back to the Beginning, and rightfully so. I mean, Ozzy's last gig, so that took a lot of people's attention, and you had Iron Man, and you have Linkin Park, and there was so much going on that this tour almost got unnoticed. But I'm glad that they did it in a collaboration between Priest and Cooper, because this is such a show. You're basically getting two headliners for one concert. You're not getting one headliner with 2, 3, 4 supporting acts. You're guaranteed two amazing shows, and that was a really smart touch by Priest and Cooper. And I'm glad they did that. I'm glad that with this move, they took me out of my comfortable zone, so I'm able to see them, because they were spectacular, and I hope that they do more of those concerts. And yes guys, this was all from me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I will see you on the next one very soon. Bye bye.